Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be MSL Season 4 Group C losers match. Unfortunately, we're seeing Savior here. He has not been playing well, and he's going to have a hard time on this map. Katrina is not built for Zerg players, in my opinion, especially against Protoss. I mean, you've got that protected secondary, an easy-to-hold choke. It just screams Bisu build, and Savior not been playing all that fantastically lately, and he's up against a tough opponent in Cal. Cal, a new player to the scene, but has shown himself very capable of taking down top-level Zergs. He's split games with Oversky. He's beaten Quanro. He's beaten July. I think he lost to Yark, but still he's just really solid in his versus Protoss play. Not as good versus Protoss. I think that's his weakest matchup, as we saw against Anytime. I'm not sure why he's not very good in micro battles with Protoss, but not as proficient. Still good, but not as proficient. So he ends up losing against players like Anytime. Savior scouting in the 12 o'clock position. And so this is going to be a tough match for him. Quick plugs in the meantime. I'm just going to throw a couple of them out there at the front. se2gg.com, teamliquid.net as always. Battle reports. What's up, Johnny Vegas? And of course the SC2 podcast. If you go to blizzard.com/blizzcast. Interestingly enough, Cal putting the pylon closer to his base than I was expecting. I'm surprised he didn't put that at the choke alongside his cannon. Interesting. He might be going for a divergent build here. We'll see. I'm not sure why he's going with a divergent build considering the Bisu build. Maybe just trying to mix it up. I'm not sure. Who knows? Anyway, and also send a message to Moletrap. Tell him you appreciate him. Personal favor to me. Also, if you like Moletrap, just flood his inbox. That's, do a good deed for the day, guys. Unfortunately, Anytime getting the scout right off, gonna spot Savior's base straight off, and Savior, instead of going for his protected secondary, is gonna go for a base out front. And as you can see, that forge going down for Anytime, so it looks like he is in fact going into more of a Bisu build. And yeah, that's unusual, putting the hatchery out in the open where it's harder to defend. I guess he's relying on that Bisu build mobility, and oh no, Anytime spotted that out with the probe. He's brought that probe back. Let's see if that Overlord might be in course to see this. He's gonna oh man, this is gonna be difficult. He's putting a pylon down, and this is unfortunate for Savior because first of all, he's gonna have to pull. As you can see, he's blocked himself in. He's gonna have the forge up. He's gonna be able to build his first cannon there, and Savior, because he's gone for a 2 hatchery build, it's going to be very difficult for him to get his drones out there and to take that down. They're going to be very late, first of all, getting out into that position, and second of all, even if they do, that's just minerals he's not mining very early in the game, and I can't believe that Savior put that out there. Cal reacting very brilliantly to this, trying to pull those 5 drones off the line that he's not mining here, 2 probes harassing in the meantime, and I think that first cannon is probably going to be able to go up, pulling more probes off the line to kind of defend this and attack, and this is going to go up, and he is going to be able, Savior's going to have to cancel this hatchery, and that's going to put Cal way ahead at the beginning. The hive is going to go up, maybe, yeah, canceling it right there at the very last second. Oh man, Savior falling behind. I'm not sure why he took that base. Now he's going to have to go for that protected secondary, but he's already behind. Cal doesn't even have to commit that second cannon. Can just get that single cannon down. He now basically has kind of a position out the field. Savior producing 6-lings. Maybe he'll be able to slip in, but really I don't see that happening. There is a little bit of gap in Cal's defense. I don't think it's going to do all that much though. And Cal in the meantime in fantastic position to immediately go into the Bisu build now. Put down, yeah, as you can see, he's just going to block the rest of his front door, make sure he gets 2 cannons just for this lane rush, and then he's immediately going to be able to build a Nexus, and Savior's going to be starting from just so far behind. Savior trying to expand to a 3rd base, trying to make up the difference, but he's, even for a 3 hatch build, he's really behind, and I'm surprised I just don't understand why he took that risk putting that, but there was no advantage to putting that base out there early, because maybe you can produce your lings a little faster, a little closer range, but it's just not a lot of benefit for, and it's still that probe wandering on in Savior's base, and that's also not very classic Savior. Usually you'll see what Savior tries to do is he tries to deny that early scout, but yeah, sees that hatchery going up. He might spot that hatchery out as well, we'll see. Cal in the meantime already has a secondary up, has his gateway going down, putting down his assimilator right now, and I think he's going to be able to basically, we'll see if Savior decides to go Mutalisks, but he's basically going to have I think Savior's going to be forced to go with Hydralisks out of these 3 hatcheries, because Cal's basically going to, well, and I think Cal's going to be able to fight that off, honestly, with the economic advantage he has at this moment, because again, Savior lost a drone, had to pull 5 off to begin with, and cancel that hatchery. So it's just a lot at the beginning. Now upgrading to Lair, so it looks like he's going Spire, but that Spire again is going to be really late. Maybe Kyle was a little bit delayed because of that initial kind of maneuver with the cannons, but I just don't see it happening. I think he's going to have those Corsairs out a lot sooner than Savior's going to have his Mutalisks out. Maybe if Savior gets the Overlords across the map right now, that's what I would do. Is I would take my Overlords and get them as far away as possible. Robotics facility, or I'm sorry, cybernetics core going up right now, and it looks like that secondary almost up. Savior almost has layer tech now. I'm not sure what the time it's actually going to be on this, actually, off the top of my head. Maybe Cal was delayed enough with what he did that Savior will still be in this game, still be able to get some up, but he's still quite a bit economically behind. He still doesn't have that third hatchery up, and really you need that third hatchery to kind of compete with that. That cannon's still out in the field, and oh no, it looks like Savior might wander his Overlord right into that cannon. I'm not sure if he realizes that cannon's still there. Maybe he's just spotting to see if it's there, but yeah, kind of wander it right across, and it looks like he's going to lose that Overlord. That's really sloppy play from Savior, extremely sloppy, and yeah, it's 2 hits, gonna almost lost it there, and that would have been really might have been a nail in the coffin there. But yeah, really sloppy. You can just see Savior's mental state, and that's going to make it extremely vulnerable for a Corsair harass. That Corsair is basically going to be push up. That probe still running around in Savior's base. Has the Spire going up at the... oh, this is insane. What is Savior doing? He's putting his Spire at his third expansion. Cal knows. He knows that Spire is going up. Maybe he's trying to keep it out of view so he thinks it's coming up a little later. But this is going to be extremely hard for him to defend. First of all, and he's basically just leaving his tech way too exposed out there. Stargate is now up, so he's going to be able to produce, and it looks like I think that's a second Stargate, I can't tell on the screen. So a lot of people, I saw a couple comments, people complaining. Looks like he's upgrading range at the same time. Maybe he's going for something else. Put down the Hydral Extend, maybe that was kind of a fake, but honestly I don't think, it doesn't matter, because that's not going to adjust Cal's build. Cal now, meantime, went up, saw that. Mutal is starting to build now, but not before that first Corsair is going to go up, and I think that is a second, I'm going to assume that's a second Stargate in the background. Range upgrade also going, so he's going to start producing